Hi, I'm Zoe Triska from the Huffington Post. I'm here with Lidia Bastianich, cookbook author. How are you doing today, Lidia?
Oh, fantastico.
That's great. I wanted to know what are the inspirations for the recipes in your new book?
In the new book, Lydia's Common Sense Italian Cooking, it's, as the title says, it's recipes, my recipes, but it's more about letting the people really be free in the kitchen and use their common sense, because, people sometimes doubt the knowledge they have in the kitchen, the capabilities, and I kind of just want to give them the okay. You have a lot of common sense. There's a lot of common sense that goes into cooking, so get cooking. Use my recipes as a guide, but improvise, make them your own. All that sort of knowledge that you accumulated through the years, cooking, mom, grandma, whatever, put it all to good use.
I hear there are a lot of family recipes that are the inspirations behind your recipes as well. Is that true?
Well, a recipe, all my books, and I have 9 books, there's not one recipe that I invented.
Yeah.
It's recipes that are from the Italian patrimony of recipes and food. So it's from my mother, my grandmother, and so on. So I take those recipes and I get inspired with them. Those are my base. Do I change them? A little bit. I change them. I put them my flavoring. But basically, they are recipes, Italian recipes, that through the times I've sort of accumulated, and then I reshare them, rework them into my books.
Are there any good stories behind any of the recipes in the book? Like any good backstories?
Every recipe has a story, there's it's, how I kneaded the dough, everybody asks me, Lydia, when did you start cooking? Well, ever since I can remember. My grandmother, she would pull a stool up, I would get on the stool and I would knead the dough, and she would say, knead it hard, and I would knead it hard, and then the stool would drop and I would fall. But these are my memories, my kind of, really connects me to the food, to that very beginning, and along the way, many funny experiences.
Sure. Do you have any, I know you love all of the recipes in the new book, but do you have any particular favorites?
I don't have, it's like asking which child is yours. I love the recipes according to the season, but I think that the one that I communicate a lot with and people really connect with is the dry pasta recipes, the simple, like a spaghetti garlic and oil, a spaghetti clam sauce, or if you have in season, spaghetti with garlic oil, a few shrimps, spaghetti garlic oil, maybe a few ramps, a few sausages. Those kind of improvisational, really responding to the season and to the product are my best recipes.
What do you think is the best dish for summer?
Oh, for some tomatoes, gotta be tomato. So whether you make it in a salad with basil, whether you throw a little bit, tomato with a little bit of mint salad is really good, or the panzanella, Sunday-old bread, you toss it in with some onions and the tomatoes and a little basil. And it's, you're also very conscious, because I think that respect of food really needs to be an element when cooking. And so reusing bread and reusing other elements in the kitchen are so important. And tomato is great for that. The papa al pomodoro, the tomato soup, you have ripe tomatoes, a lot of them. You cook them with a little bit of onion and basil, then you throw in leftover hard bread, and it kind of disintegrates. You're already smiling.
I'm getting hungry.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. This is Zoe Triska for BookExpo America.